Okay, let's assume that the community, with all this, you know, decision-making process and the focus groups that they're having, decide that, okay, yes, we want to have some type of a justice system designed for our community. What's the next step?
The next step is to find out what the community wants. You probably know about Kenyatta Rio's scenario where we have our own Ganawage charter underneath Guyana-Nagoa. You've got certain individuals, certain factions within the community who are saying it has to be Guyana-Nagoa. You are having other people who are coming in saying we need an adversarial system. That comes as a result of the 1996 focus forums that we had, where people came into community services as a group, as a body, on more than one occasion, and they said we need to have some sort of adversarial system. Okay, well, we've got these three kinds of wants that exist right here, right now. How do we reconcile? How do we make it work for the benefit of Ganawage?
At the end of the day, though, I still have some issues as far as how is the jurisdiction thing come into effect? Because depending on what we're going to do and what we're going to hear, whether it's going to be matrimonial laws or whether it's going to be criminal or is it going to be the civil issues, it's, you know, all those things. If it's agreed to, that's going to happen. But for the most part, a lot of those situations are adversary. You know what I mean? There's a victim somewhere, or one of the persons feels that they're a victim, and no matter what happens at the end of the day, I don't trust that system. I want it. I'm going outside to a federal system, and it's happened in the past.
Oh yeah,
And
I agree.
you know, even though we had some laws here, or we had, you know, the ADR process and stuff like that, people don't want to use it because they're saying, well, it's too personal. I don't want nobody to know what's going on. I don't think that it's going to be in my benefit. I'm not using it. I'm going somewhere else, and I'm going to let them decide what's going to happen because there are situations in regards to monetary, you know, agreements and or you know what or you know. Children and stuff like that. It becomes
I
only
recognize
certain things. It's hard.
No, I recognize that, okay? And you have to divide up, without getting too technical, the kinds of issues that need to be dealt with. Criminal type offenses, the way it happens normally, and I've seen, this is a true story, out west, and we're talking about Alberta, okay? They were having treaty discussions in a court of law, okay? Maybe considered a civil matter, treaty matter. All right? Senior elder in the community goes up there and he's sitting in front of the judge, and the judge is telling, are you telling me the truth? Or actually it was the prosecutor saying, are you telling me the truth? And this old chief is sitting there saying, I always tell the truth. Okay? Because it's about history, it's about facts, it's about what people remember. And he's telling the truth, probably as he knows it, but he's telling the truth. That may work in that particular situation, but I had asked this chief afterwards. We were outside, I was having a cigarette. I says, you know, that works fine so long as we don't get into the did you do it scenario. That's criminal. That's when you move into a whole new body of what's happening. Did you do it?
Okay.
And then, no, I didn't do it.
We'll hold that thought. We'll talk about that because I think that's another can of worms, or it's part of the same mix. But how is that going to play itself out in this whole realm of the justice? Because that's probably going to be majority of the situations that are going to be dealt with. But we'll do that right after these messages.